lot of these guys I don't know because I don't know who these people are, man. All these people, and they have all these followers on Instagram and all
You're
these
talking about
subscribers.
like the Misfits, right?
Yeah, I have no idea who they are, but anyway, all these people came after me and Jason originally started working. But anyway, these people, we were at a bar together. They invited me over. I came over to the bar, and their original plan was for me to. They wanted me to do some evil things to Johnny Fitness, man. They wanted me to do some evil things to Johnny Fitness, and I didn't want to I didn't want to do that. Uh, but I got as much information as I could out of there in those conversations we had at the bar that day. And basically, what Andrew told me was that Jason's mom controls his money, and she gives him a little bit of money, like $75 or something like that, for him
Mm-hmm.
to have for the week. He still works a regular job at Publix. He's still, and it's a damn shame, because he's a YouTuber, and at the rate that he's at, he shouldn't even be working a regular job anymore. He's making approximately about $800 a month, and
Yeah, eight
that's
hundred
not
bucks from Publix alone,
YouTube,
or from oh
YouTube,
oh I see.
AdSense and
Yeah.
monetized. So he's making about $800 a month. It's all going on his bank account, which is good. But unfortunately, his mom has custody over him, or at least that's what she makes it seem to be. Who knows if that's 100% true? And Jason cannot touch any of that money, and girls run from him. I mean, they see that he's got all these followers and shit. I've seen how it works, man. All these girls approach him because girls don't give a fuck about how the guy looks. If the guy's got money and
Yeah, yeah.
if he's about his shit, he's a celebrity. Girls don't give a fuck, man. They just want to get. Girls are cookie cutters, so they want to get theirs. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. And that's what I see. I see that these girls approach Jason because they know he's famous, somewhat famous, and then when they find out how it goes, guess what? They run from him. They run away from him when they find out that Jane controls his money, that he gets a little bit of money every week, and that he still keeps a regular full-time job, which is more power to him if he keeps a regular job, but the problem is he is never going to be his own person if his mom controls his money. I mean, let me ask you a question. Does your mother control your money?
Not at all.
Neither does mine, man. Neither does mine, and luckily for me, if that was the case, I'd be a virgin too. I'd never have a girl in my, and I'd probably be doing a lot of drugs like he does, because he does a lot of anabolics, and
Yeah, he
you
also
know, I,
takes that I forgot the name of it. The H shot, right?
HGA.
Not HGH. I forgot the name of it, but it's the thing that made him write Janoi Crespa on the on the bottle.
Yeah, he takes a lot of supplements, man. As a matter of fact, I've been in his house and I've seen bloody syringes, man.
Do you know like have you ever like confronted him about it or
No, I'd never confronted him about it because Jason is very volatile. You know what
oh
volatile?
yeah, so like he freaks out if you
Yeah, he freaks out, man. If you're recording this conversation, man, and you happen to put it up there, this is just a couple of bombshells I gave to you, just to give you a little bit of an insight of how things really are. This kid is, I'm disgusted by the way he acts, and honest, it's because he's a sick person, man. So I'm just really like the way he acted. I feel like I deserve an apology because I know how he is, man. I know that when he sees that I start doing my own thing without him, he's gonna come looking for me, and that's what ended up happening. That's why he originally looked for me to do my story part 9 because he saw that I was back on YouTube doing my thing.
oh and he
And
was losing subs and shit.
he's losing subs and he wants to come back, so he wanted me to do it. It's just that it's hard to do that. It's hard to help somebody out when they can't help themselves and they break under pressure. It's hard, and he doesn't want to commit to shooting. Like, let me tell you, man, we were on Atlantic Avenue with the white Mustang, Delray Beach, in the middle of the day, beautiful day. We could have shot anything we wanted, and Jason just couldn't do it. He couldn't focus. He was all over the fucking place. And Dan was there with us, and Jason was just all over the place, man. You should have seen him. So he's not a good person to work with, man. He's just not a good person to work with, and very undisciplined, and I can kind of see that he implements that sloppiness into everything in his life, dude. So I just I can't do it. I mean, it was funny while we were at it, but at this point, man, I don't want to do anything Jason Genova, man. I just want to do my video, my music, and I'm better off that way, to be honest, man. I just, if anything, if I got anything good out of this past uh brief moments that me and him hung out and we shot video, it's just gonna be the subscribers and the views and the attention he got me, man. Because luckily the people know the truth, man, and they know he extorts others and shit, and in one way it was karma. I mean, he got used as well. He if he ever thought he used me this last time around, he's crazy. He got used, and that video, My Story Part 9, made about $30, $35 on the pay-per-view,
Hmm.
and that money was supposed to be split evenly, and we were supposed to sign a contract, but we never signed it. So I guess Jason isn't getting his part of the kick. I guess I'm keeping the $35. I mean, it's nothing, but
Yeah.
at least he pays for gas for those times that I went to pick him up at his house, and he never, like I said, he just never could focus to shoot a scene. I mean, we shot those two trailers. We shot so much footage just to get that little itty bitty
Just for
bit,
trailers?
just the trailers, man. It was
Damn.
it was so hard to do, man, because he when he shoots the scenes, he looks at the camera like he doesn't. I'm telling Jason, act like there's no camera, and he
Oh.
does. Like, we shoot the scene, and he's
Wait,
always
wait, I have
at
a
the camera,
question. I have a
fucks up the scene. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so do you know anything about his LA? Like the LA thing? Because you've already said like how a shitty of an actor he is. Like
Yeah,
so
the
what's
whole
is the LA thing like entire just a scam?
it's a scam, man. It's a scam. He's got Johnny Fitness up there helping him out, but to be honest, I'm about to drop some bombshells that even Johnny Fitness is going to be like, "Whoa, I gotta get away from this guy." Because I mean, Johnny Fitness already knows that Jason will sabotage himself, and Johnny Fitness is. I'm gonna tell him, man. I'm gonna tell him what the Delray Misfits wanted me to do to him, and what Jason really thinks of him. Because Johnny Fitness was only being used here, man. And if you want to talk about before in the past, he was being used. He's still being used, and I don't think after the information I'm gonna disclose, I don't think Johnny Fitness is going to ever want to bring Jason in his house to shoot any kind of material, man. I mean, why would you? The kid is crazy, and he's not just not trustworthy, man. And he talks a lot of shit about Johnny Fitness, man. How he uses him, and how he's only they wanted me to troll Johnny Fitness, and and the Delray Misfits don't like Johnny Fitness, man. They don't like him, and they
Yeah.
want me to play a nasty prank on Johnny Fitness, which I'm not going to do because I,
Could you disclose what the prank was
I'll,
gonna be?
I'll be honest with you, man. I'll be honest with you. I actually enjoy Johnny Fitness's channel. I watch his videos whenever he puts videos up, and I told him before on Facebook. I said, Johnny, I like your videos, dude. And we're not really friends, but he appreciates that I like his shit, and to be honest with you, I enjoy watching his shit. But anyway, um, yeah, I'll disclose the prank, man. They want me to play a prank on Johnny Fitness. They wanted me to do something a little bit outside the boundaries of the law, and because you know how Johnny Fitness is a crooked cop, and there's
Mm-hmm,
certain
yeah.
things that he can't do. There's certain things he can't do that, let's say, I go ahead and pull some fuck shit on Johnny Fitness. Johnny Fitness won't be able to clap back because he's restrained in certain ways because of his legal problems. And this is some serious shit. They wanted me to pull off something. They wanted me to pull off some serious shit on Johnny Fitness, man, and because Johnny Fitness won't clap back to me. They wanted me to be like the
Martyr?
yeah, they wanted, yeah, or in other words, they wanted me to be the sacrificial lamb,
Mm-hmm.
and have Andrew and Brad be the ones, the masterminds behind it, and I said I didn't say no that I wasn't gonna do it, but I also didn't agree I was gonna do it. And to be honest, in my mind, in the back of my head, I'm not gonna do it. I wouldn't do that to Johnny Fitness, man. A lot of people don't like Johnny Fitness, but I'll be honest with you, Johnny Fitness is just another victim, man. He's just another victim of Jason Genova, and he needs to know this information, which is really important. I didn't want to disclose this information, but I spoke with Andrew earlier today, and he wasn't acting very cooperative. As a matter of fact, I saw one of Jason's videos in the gym where he's with Andrew and they're talking shit about My Story Part 9,
Yeah.
and Andrew is out there bragging about if you want to be a in the Jason Genovaverse or whatever, you know you've got to be prepared for the trolls and all this shit. He's somehow boasting, and I don't like that because all these people, the Genovaverse, all of this shit would not be on if it wasn't for me, man. I'm taking credit.
Hmm.
I'm taking credit for all of it, man, because I'm the one that got Jason on camera. I'm the one that told Dario, hey, man, we need to get this kid on YouTube. I told him, and I'm the one that got the kid on YouTube, and now he's pulling a lot of fuck shit on his fans and shit, and it's all his fault, man. I told him, you know what, man, you do the right thing, the people are gonna love you. You don't have to beg for it, and he's not doing it. So look at all his shit that he puts out, all the garbage he puts out. Nobody fucking likes it, and when they find out that all the money's going to Jane, then they're definitely not gonna watch him because I mean, why would you support someone who is not even getting full credit and still works a shit job and has mental issues? I mean, to be honest with you, Jane is buying vehicles. She's buying brand new Audis and brand new Acuras and all this shit with Jason's money. I believe. I'm not
Oh,
100% sure,
so
but it's very strange. Very strange how she's buying all this shit and giving Jason her old cars. I mean, where's this money coming from? It's coming from Jason's channel. Everybody that's a fan of Jason is buying shit for
wait, could
her.
I just
I
ask
think
a
that's
question?
my hypothesis. You know,
Yeah. So does Jane not do anything? Does she not have
cater,
a work?
cater, cater business from her house, man.
Oh,
Cater
I
business,
see.
but I don't know. I don't think that pays. To be
Yeah,
honest, I don't
yeah.
think that.
It probably
Jason
doesn't.
Jason is making $800 a month off YouTube,
How about off of,
and
do you know off of
and,
Publix how much?
and Publix he makes maybe like $300 a week or something like that.
Wow, okay.
So I just want to let you know that if Jason could have all his money and be his own man, his own boss, and a little bit more responsible and more committed to really perfecting himself, he could be very successful at YouTube. People wouldn't be using him for views like myself or Nate or Andrew, or Brad. All these people that came afterwards wouldn't be using him, and Jason would be where everyone would be rich, to be honest. It's just that Jason is not he's not mentally all there, and he's not his circumstances fucked up. He's not getting all his money and shit, and that's how it is, man. That's the way it is, and it's you know and some of the things I told you is just my hypothesis, like the whole Jane thing. It's very strange how she's giving Jason her old car. I mean, she's buying new cars and shit, and like, you know,
Hmm.
it's very weird, dude. And the car that she gave Jason, the door doesn't even close on the passenger seats.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just very fucked up, and Jason cheats people, and I feel like the person that brought him into this, me, it's up to me to put an end to this, bro. I've got to put an end to this. I've got to put my piece of the puzzle in to complete it, man, and everyone will know that Jason he's you know I'm not gonna say it's 100% his fault. This shit is the way it is, but it's it's you know he has a part to play in it, and But when I spoke to Andrew about a solution about this, I try to tell him, hey, why doesn't Jason fight it in the court? He could probably win. He's 30 something years old. Andrew said he actually can. It's just that he's gonna lose everything to Jane if he does get his custody of himself. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I said, you know what? Let's make My Story Part 9 the biggest video of all time. and whatever money is generated will go to you because people trust you, Andrew, right? And he's like, yeah, yeah, people trust me. And I was like, okay, if Jason wins the lawsuit and he has nowhere to go to and he loses it all, you'll have his money from off of whatever videos we did or projects, you know. And he's like, yeah, and I'm willing to help him out, and I'm willing to let him stay in my house. Okay, well then do it. And guess what? Jason never did it, you know. So he's comfortable this way, dude. You know. So he doesn't want to fight his custody, man.
I see. Also, to clear something up, I noticed that on one of brother Dan's Instagram posts, in the comments, he stated that the budget for the My Story Part 9 was approximately like $1,000. Is that true?
Absolutely not, man. It was free. All of it was free, man.
So he just said that out of his ass.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
The only thing that was bought was the cantaloupe that we used as the dummy's head when we threw it off the cliff. It was like $3 or something that half brother Dan bought.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I noticed on like a comment he claimed that My Story Part 9's budget was like $1,000.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just gonna do my last video. I'm gonna put out all the information. I'm a close friend of his from high school. I feel like it's gonna get a lot of hits, man. What do you think, man?
With who?
My video. I'm gonna do a
Oh,
video with Rage TV,
oh yeah.
and I'm gonna put all this information out. I mean, Rage TV is someone who
Well, Rage
smells
TV has made a lot of videos bashing Jason Genova, so
Yeah, and I think with me it would be just a wrap. It would put the bow on the present, and it would be the icing on the cake, man. It would just people will know how this kid really is, and I feel like they deserve to know it, man. Especially his financial situation, they deserve to know it because the kid is playing everybody, man. He's playing everyone, and he thinks he could keep doing this and not have any consequence. Bro, let me tell you, man, this kid is disabled. He's disabled, bro. Otherwise, I would call him out on a sanctioned bout. Fuck it, man. Let's put the gloves on and let's have a bout. Me, Jonas versus Jason. Literally, bro. How can I be scared of Jason, man? Over the size he's got. He's got a small, teeny, beany penis, dude. Come on.
he's got a mushroom cap.
This is disgusting, dude. I mean, my dick is like times the size of his, bro. And I'm only about the how tall I am. I'm 5'6.5". He's 5'7", so he's like half an inch taller than me. But it's funny that our penises, mine is like long, dude. It's crazy, bro. And it's like, how could I be scared of someone with a small, teeny weenie, bro? Like, that's just not possible. Like, I couldn't be scared of Jason Genova or Andrew, And I called Andrew out. I said, Andrew, let's put the gloves on. Let's go to a ring and let's have a sanctioned bout. Let's have a sanctioned bout because if we find in the street, someone's gonna catch charges, and I don't want to do that. So let's do it. And my challenge is still open. I'm willing to box Brad, Andrew, or Jason, but I don't think Jason
Would you be
would do
willing
it.
to box Lenny?
Lenny, I'm friends with Lenny, dude. People don't understand that I've got Lenny's phone number, and when Lenny sees that this Delray Misfit shit doesn't work anymore, he's gonna come to me, man, because Lenny knows that I actually will pay Lenny. I will pay Lenny to work with him. Unlike Andrew never pays Lenny. He never pays Big Lenny. And I talked to Lenny personally, and he said, you know what, man? I agree. I feel like I should get paid for what I do. And fucking Andrew's making $1,000 a month off of his YouTube, and he never gives any fucking money to Lenny. But I'm sure he probably buys gym membership for fucking Brad and shit, right? It's funny, right? you know. I just, the reason I've got a problem with Andrew and Brad and all these people is because they're not being cooperative with me. It's like they want to protect Jason because they know that Jason is where they get their fucking shine from. They know that without Jason, they ain't shit.
Alright.
So me, I've got a different way to look at it, man. I feel like the same way I brought Jason in, I brought Scott Miller in. And look at Scott Miller. You know, you want me to give you the truth about Scott Miller?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know the truth about Scott Miller? Why he hasn't appeared on videos right as of recent?
Yeah. So yeah, what's going on with Scott Miller?
Scott Miller said, "If you work with Jason, I won't work with you." He doesn't want anything to do with Jason Genova, man, because Scott Miller, you know, he feels entitled to me as his producer. He wants to be my only talent. And I said, you know what? I can't do that, man. I can't. Jason, he's really gonna commit this time. And look at Jason, man. He didn't do it. So you know what, man? I just want to let you know that the next videos that are gonna come up, I'm gonna be working with Joe. I'm gonna be working with Scott Miller, Big Lenny possibly. And Jason is out the picture, man. Jason is out the picture. And good luck to him. I mean, I wish him well. It just I wouldn't work with him unless, like I said, unless I give my apology, and unless for treating his friend bad from years, and then for also, um, giving me an apology, and like I said, giving me an apology and signing a contract, dude. I need to get Jason on the contract if we work again, so he can promise that he's gonna help finish a project. You know, us as humans don't like shit halfway done. We like shit complete, and Jason has a lot of things incomplete. And you know, one of them, as we all know, is his physique, his bodybuilding. It's terrible. We all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
terrible.
uh, so is Half Brother Dan just out of the picture now?
No, absolutely not. Half Brother Dan is coming next week. He's coming by next week. He's going to give his side of the story. We're going to drop a video, man. We're going to drop a big video.
Will it be on
And
your channel or Rage Fitness?
it'll be on my channel, but what I'm trying to do is trying to get Rage Fitness to do a three-way call with me and Half Brother Dan, so we can give our part of the story and give him the bombshell news, man. I mean, I broke a couple of bombshells here with you today, but
Yeah,
these
you did.
people have no freaking idea, man. They've got no idea. I've got a couple other things, man, that just, God, man, they need to know, and I want to make them exclusive for Rage Fitness. So when Rage Fitness goes ahead and puts this video out, um, they know that Rage Fitness's channel is not bullshit. It's real. He's true. He's true about the shit he's talking. He wants people to do the right thing and stop being played. And in a way, that's what the people deserve. They deserve to be free from all this bullshit that Jason is giving them. Um, they need to unsubscribe him and shit and get that channel taken down. And you know what, man? I didn't want that for the longest, but I feel it's like the safest thing to do because this guy, when you pay your money to a concert from an artist you like,
Mm-hmm.
you expect a good show, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a good show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm asking
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
So when people invest their time to pay, and they're paying something, which is with their attention, they're paying attention to Jason's videos, and this kid never gets in shape. He always lies. He's extorting people. He's, you know, he just never gives results. Um, then people are cheated. People are fucking cheated, and it's bad, man. It's bad, and you know, like I said, I wouldn't give it 100% to him really wanting to act like that. It could be his mental condition. He just has a hard time committing to improving. And that's why he's where he's at, man. And I just can't work with him. And look at Vitali. Vitali got huge money wise, subscriber wise, views wise, and he got big in size. Vitali, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see, he's the whole package, and Jason hates on people like Vitali that are successful. And Jason hates on Nate, believe it or not. He talks a lot
Oh,
of shit
does he?
about Nate. Oh yeah, and that's a bombshell that I'm gonna talk about. That's a bombshell I'm gonna talk about
You're
with
gonna
Rage Fit.
save.
I'm gonna save that for later, and I'm also gonna save. I'm gonna save another bombshell for him, which I can give you just a little bit of hint.
Mm-hmm.
But Blackstone Labs, PJ Braun,
Yeah.
unfortunately, You know, he's that's another one I'm gonna drop, another bombshell, man.
So
That
PJ Braun, something to do with PJ Braun.
PJ Braun, man, Jason, man, and I got it on video too, man. I've got the evidence on video. I got video of Jason just, oh man, just, you know what, man? I'm just gonna save it for fucking
All right.
rage, dude. I don't want to talk about it here.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you decide to put this conversation out, let me know. You have my consent 100%. I don't feel like I am defaming anyone because some of the things that I said on here are strictly my opinion, you know, and some of the things are real, and I've got evidence, like the PJ Braun thing that I'm going to talk about. I've got 100% complete evidence on the things that Jason said about them and PJ, and I've got half brother Dan who's going to come by next week and is going to give his side of the story, because half brother Dan is a good kid, man. He's very fucking nice, dude. And, for him to receive the degree level of abuse he was receiving from Jason, man, it's just disgusting, man. And I feel like fans need to know this, man. Fans need to know this just so for once and for all, just fucking, just, I don't know, man. It just, know the kind of dude he is, man, and know that you're going to pay attention to his shit whenever he drops it, but, I mean, you're wasting your time and you're helping someone else. You're not helping the kid right there by watching his shit. No, you're not helping him. You're helping someone else, because he doesn't get that money that he's supposed to receive from the ad and the views and all of that. He doesn't get that money, man. And the t-shirt company too. When people buy merchandise from Jason, that money goes to Jason's bank account, and guess who enjoys that money? Not Jason.
Yeah.
And now she's got a cooking channel up there, right?
Yeah.
And that's another thing that Rage Fitness touches on a lot, on Jane's cooking channel. Like, wow, it's funny how she all of a sudden has a cooking channel. Like, if you want to blame somebody, you can blame me. Blame me, DJ Jonas, for having monetized his channel, number one, and number two, having gotten him in YouTube in the first place, man. And I feel like since I'm the one that got him in, I'm entitled to give my point of view on things, and hopefully, just have him lose a lot of momentum off of that platform, man, because it's no good. It's fucking people up, bro.
Well, he
It's
already
fucking people
has.
up.
If you look at his dislike ratios.
Has dislike ratios. The people in the monkey prick group, I've got 3 troll accounts on there. One I share with Willie Cresva and with Adam Pollard. I've got 3 accounts on there, and one I share with 2 people. Okay? And they don't like him. Then you got the dislike crew. They don't fucking like him. They go on his channel just to dislike the man shit. And then there's another one, whatever he posts, he's getting trolled. So I don't think really people don't like him, bro. I mean, who the fuck is gonna like a sloppy fuck who fucking shows his fucking mushroom cap penis on a live for everybody to watch? Disgusting, bro. And when I saw that he did that, I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Why did I work with this individual again, man? Like, God, like this guy is crazy, man. This dude is crazy. Like, he's crazy. And Scott Miller, I have him sitting on the bleachers right now, waiting to come in and play, because he doesn't want to work with me if I'm working with Jason. He's willing to work with me, but I just can't be doing it with Jason, So he wants nothing to do. Attorney Scott Miller wants nothing to do with Jason. And guess what? Even Joe didn't want anything to do with Jason. I kind of talked him into doing it, but Joe don't want nothing to do. None of these cats want anything to do with him because they know he's a traitor, bro. He's a traitor, and it's just he's not a normal human being like the rest of us, bro. He's just not, man. His circumstances fucked up, and on both money-wise, who controls his money financially and physically and mentally. So you know what, man? I'm just walking away, because a person like that who's got mental problems, I don't want to get in trouble over working with someone like that, dude. You know what I mean? Who knows if the kid, becomes volatile and then wants to harm me or something, wants to. And I'm not talking about like in an MMA ring. No. Like if it was a sanctioned match, bring it on, But this kid, who knows if he'd fucking pull out a gun someday or a knife and want to kill someone.
So is that all you have that you can give me for today?
It's all I can give you, man. All I want you to do is you can get Rach Fitness to contact me. I broke some bombshells, and if this shit makes it up on a YouTube or whatever, I don't give a fuck, man. I want to talk with Rach Fitness on a three-way with half brother Dan, and really give him the complete scoop on things, man. This is just a little taste. If you thought that this was any kind of scandalous, I mean, it's to me, it's nothing, man. What I'm about to give the world, man, is really what they've been missing. And I mean, who else better than to do it than with me? Andrew was never gonna do it. Andrew would never do it because he, you know, he depends on Jason. He panders to Jason for him to have some kind of survival on the YouTube. He's irrelevant without him. So you know what, man? If he wants to keep him and have that bullshit ass Delray Misfits videos every week, you know what, man? He can keep doing that. To be honest with you, those videos are painful to watch. I don't think anyone enjoys watching those videos. But I'll tell you what, when DJ Jonas and Jason shoot on Atlantic Avenue, fuck, people go crazy, So you know what, man? I just won't be doing it with Jason anymore. I'll be doing it by myself or with attorney Scott Miller,
All right.
All right, man. It was a pleasure speaking with you. What is your name?
It's on my Facebook.
All right. Hey, Chase Haseen.
Yeah, the H
Hey,
is silent. Yep.
are you gonna throw this up on YouTube or what?
Yeah, probably.
How are you recording this?
I'm using OBS.
All right, man. Well, you know what, man? You can go ahead and do that. Like I said, this is nothing. What's coming is just something crazy, bro. I'll let you go, man.
Alright, thanks, playa.
All right, play.
Holy shit.